Hi guys, I'm Kayak Fishn Carl. Welcome to another Kayak Fishn Carl gear video. Today we're going to talk about another important piece of equipment for kayak fishing, and that's your landing net. Not all nets are very good for kayak fishing, some are better than others. We also need to consider what kind of fish we're going to catch in our net. So with this small telescopic net, you can see the basket folds up, handle extends like that. It gives me a lot of reach. I like this net for bank fishing. From shore, I can easily reach a fish as I'm bringing it in. I don't have to worry about dragging it through the mud or banging it on the rocks. I can also be fishing from an embankment and reach down and net the fish without having to horse the fish in with my rod. Another thing you guys notice about this net is the basket is made out of rubber. Not as abrasive for the fish, and it doesn't tangle with hooks as much as a mesh or a string net does. So easier to get the fish out of the net and back in the water when you don't have your hook caught in the mesh. So this guy, you guys, would be good for smaller fish. I don't always use this one when I go kayak fishing, although you can see it folds up nice and small. So this would even fit in the front hatch of my Outback if I really wanted to pack small for a trip. But if I'm going after a trophy, this probably wouldn't be the net I'd want to use. So these two nets right here are the two that I use the most often for kayak fishing. And while they look quite similar, you guys notice the baskets are pretty similar size there. They are quite a bit different, for one has a nice distinct advantage over the other. Both are collapsible. Both are collapsible. The difference, they're both the same length. You guys can see there's the all-important difference right there. This one's got a shallower basket, and this one with the red handle has a much deeper basket. I got a lot more confidence to secure a larger fish with this one, and a lot more control with less risk of the fish escaping the net. So that's why I own this one as well as this one. So this guy, medium-sized fish, small pike, most walleye. I would say this net would handle any decent-sized bass. This one, if I'm going after larger pike, was where this guy really shines. I think this is a 16-inch basket on the black one, and I think that's about a 20 or 24-inch basket on the one with the red handle. So you guys notice these nets are also equipped with some foam. That lets me leave the net in the water with the fish in it, so that I have some time to get my bump board and my camera ready. So net's floating in the water, fish is in the basket, and then tethered to my kayak so it doesn't drift away. I get my camera ready, I get my bump board ready. As soon as I'm ready, pop the fish out of the net, put them on the bump board, take the picture. I can slide the fish back into the net. It's still floating beside my boat. I don't have to worry about the fish being stressed out, and it lets the fish recharge until it's ready to swim away, and then I can release it from the net. So lastly, you guys, this is the largest net that I have. You can see that the hoop is quite large. I don't take this net out with me very often, unless I'm after very large fish. So if I'm going to the coast for salmon or flounder, or if I were to go, say, on a trip of a lifetime for a muskie or something like that, or I might take it with me if I'm going up north for really big pike, but it takes up a lot of space, both in the car and on the kayak. So it is telescopic. You guys can see, if I can just manage the handle there, You break down the handle so it takes up a bit less space, but it's still pretty big. The mesh on this one, this basket is a little bit different than the other ones. It's actually rubber coated fiber net. So rubber again on the fish, but a little bit tougher material so that if we're dealing with large fish, aggressive fish, they're not going to go through that mesh. And I still, big basket. So most of my nets, I have replaced the basket at some time or another. Replacement baskets are easy to come by on Bass Pro or other internet retailers, even Amazon. This one, I cleaned it up, put a much better, I think it was just the basket before was rope, but it had been falling apart. It had been neglected for a bit. I bought it cheap on Facebook Marketplace. Didn't have a cap on the end. This is just like from the hardware store to go on the end of a chair leg. And this handle is a really nice stuff. It's made for replacing the rubber handles on power tools and whatnot. It's on Amazon, and it comes in a big spiral that holds this thing open, so you slide it on and you pull the plastic spiral out and it grips on there. There's no way I can get this rubber off of it. So the rubber, the handle material makes nice for me, but the cap on the end, the other thing I like about that is when I'm underway in my kayak, I place my nets in one of my rod holders behind me. So as you guys can see, the rubber does a nice job of protecting the inside of my hull, the inside of the depression in the hull there, inside of my rod holder, from the metal handle of the net. So it doesn't bounce around as much, won't wear a hole or cut through my plastic hull, and makes for a nice place for me to hang onto the net as well. So thanks guys, appreciate it. Thanks for watching my videos. Keep catching them, as they say. Hopefully you guys aren't like me. I just had another weekend of near zero temperatures, even though we're into May. And our first tournament is about 2 weeks away, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just hope that there's no ice when it comes time for tournament day. So thanks guys, thanks for watching my videos. Hope you like this one. Hope I don't have to redo this take. Peace out.